New today, a child burned, allegedly hit by a burning ball soaked in gasoline. Now his family wants answers from their neighbor.
Sunshine is back, but it comes with colder air. Just how chilly will it feel?
And the award-winning chef behind Harlem's finest soul food is back and better than ever. New York Live heads uptown for a taste of Charles' pan-fried chicken. Hey, what's up? This is News 4 Now for April 27th. I'm Kay Ingram. And first, we've got to start with some pretty disturbing news. A little boy was set on fire in Connecticut, and his family says it was no accident. This smiling 6-year-old now covered in second and third degree burns. A warning, the details are disturbing. Dominick Krankall is in a Bridgeport hospital being treated for severe burns to his face and legs. His family says an 8-year-old neighbor found gas and a lighter in a shed and intentionally set Dominick on fire.
Poured gasoline on a tennis ball, took a lighter, lit it up, and just chucked it right at my brother's face. And then ran away from him and watched him burn.
Dominick will need extensive treatment for his injuries. News 4 tried to talk to the family allegedly involved, but they didn't want to speak. Police will only say the incident is still under investigation. And as of now, no one is facing charges. Dominick's family is hoping for his healing, his justice, and raising enough money through GoFundMe to move to a safer location. All right, up next, the number of counties in the U.S. now considered high risk for COVID is doubling. And if you thought that was bad, more than half of all of those counties are right here in New York. All of this is coming from the CDC. Now keep in mind, it's only 40 out of 3,200 counties in the U.S., but 23 of them are in New York State. That means the entire state is now pretty much high or medium risk, except for downstate areas like here in the city. That's low risk for now. The numbers are calculated through April 21st, so COVID rates could actually be much higher. Experts say the loosening of COVID restrictions like mask and vaccine mandates are to blame for the change. All right, now let's talk about something we've all seen and might not seem like a big deal. Well, to most. I'm talking about the jumping of turnstiles for a free subway ride. But for the MTA, hopping turnstiles is huge. They say fare evasion could cost the transit system $500 million this year alone. That's why it's putting together a new team focused on education and prevention, not just cracking down on those who hop. They say one of their goals is to prevent racial profiling when it comes to targeting offenders.
95% of those people were people of color. And I said, but we see fare evasion everywhere.
I am creating a special panel of people who are fighters for equity.
Now, the fine for fare evasion is $100, but MTA Chairman Jana Lieber says the system needs to distinguish between real criminals and kids who are just trying to get to school.
Hey, I'm meteorologist Matt Brickman. A little bit of a cool down here over these next couple of days. I want to show you why this low pressure system that's moving offshore is churning all that cold air down from Canada, actually creating a little bit of snow in parts of western New York and down into central Pennsylvania. We won't see any of that, but that cold air is going to be here for a while. High pressure down to the south of us just kind of keeps that movement of northwest wind going all the way into the weekend. So while temperatures should recover a little bit, I think we are going to end the month on a streak of below average days. We've already notched 3 in a row, and we've got 4 left. I'd say every single one of those is likely to be a below average high temperature day. Average highs this time of year are supposed to be in the mid and upper 60s. I just don't think we're going to get there in April, but May is coming. Actually not too far away. Looking ahead at the first week of the new month, and this is more like it. Some more spring-like weather is coming with temperatures climbing back up above average, albeit barely in the tri-state, but we'll take some warmer days with hopefully upper 60s and 70s in the coming weeks.
And serving up some Southern charm and comfort, one of the most celebrated chefs in all of New York is back in action at a new location. New York Live caught up with the mind behind some of the city's finest soul food for a taste.
Chef Charles Gabriel is known in Harlem for his iconic fried chicken. Well, after closing 2 restaurants during the pandemic, he recently opened a brand new one on the Upper West Side. It's called Charles Pan Fried Chicken, and we're here to check it out. Charles, it is so nice to meet you.
It's nice meeting you too.
I'm very excited to be here. You have quite the story. You grew up in the South. Tell me about how we got here.
Yeah, well, I grew up in the South. Well, we grew up in the South doing sharecropping. My family, I have 12 brothers, 8 sisters, so we all had to get up and go to the field and pick cotton every morning. I was 17 years old, and I decided to come to New York. My brother, he had a restaurant, so I came up, I was working with him.
So you came up, you were working at your brother's restaurant, but then you wanted to open your own.
Yes. When I first came here, I couldn't open a restaurant, so what I did, I got a table. I used to cook out of my house. I had a brownstone. I used to cook out of the house. And so I used to bring the food downstairs, 3 flights down to the park.
Wow, and did the whole neighborhood come?
Everybody, I sold out every day. And I did that for almost 7 months until this lady came by and said, what you gonna do when it get cold? Then she said, okay, I have a truck. Then you pay me whenever you get the money. I went from the truck to the restaurant.
Where did your love of cooking come from?
My mom. My mom, she taught me everything.
I mean, you're still using her recipe to this day?
Good. To this day, it's her recipe.
Chef, before we even get into the food, we can't forget to mention you're a James Beard Award nominee, which is a big deal, which is like the Oscars of the food world.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the delicious food we have behind us. What did you bring out?
Okay, this is the barbecue combo, fried chicken and the smoked barbecue ribs. And this is the famous fried chicken. Then we got the smoked barbecue chicken also. And then we got the smothered. That's the smothered chicken.
Everything is so incredible, and it's really been so nice to see how many people from the neighborhood are coming in, and so excited to have you here.
Thank you.
And finally, a colorful set of reusable shopping bags is now on sale at a grocery store in Harlem. The bags celebrate the community and the young artists who designed them. Here's News 4's Ida Siegel with the story.
Among the aisles of produce and poultry, fresh fruit and vegetables is an unexpected treat in this Lidl supermarket in Harlem. Real community art brought to life on reusable grocery bags by real community teens. These 4 images were selected as part of a contest. The winners, all students at the Harlem School of the Arts. Their assignment, create work that represents what Harlem means to them.
Being in Harlem made me feel very free. It was like a new sort of experience, a new freedom that I wanted to represent with my image and like the colors and the child.
Part of the influence for it was Lidl's theme of produce. So that's why I have so many fruit and vegetables, and then also the theme of Harlem.
From their minds to their paintbrushes to the checkout line, their art is now officially on display on these bags for all. An artist's dream.
It's amazing, actually. That's so surprising. Oh, look, my art's they're holding my art, and that's super awesome.
It's fabulous. And I'm from Virginia. I'm taking that back, and I may send it as a gift to Europe.
The bags cost $3.99 a piece, money the grocery store is not keeping.
100% of the sales from these bags is going right back to the community kitchen and pantry in West Harlem, and it's really just going to increase that food access and just giving the local community more opportunities to get some fresh, healthy options.
A full circle community effort their art teacher couldn't be more proud of.
It's the work ethic that really gets them over the line. They worked extremely hard and do in general as students, and their work kind of speaks for itself.
In Harlem, Ida Siegel, News 4, New York.
All right, friends, thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow on News 4 Now.